After the painful end of a marriage that lasted 15 long years, a man named Marcus found himself standing at the crossroads of life with nothing but a broken heart, a quiet house, and memories he couldn't silence. He was a proud black man in his early 40s, once confident, once full of dreams, but divorce had left him hollow, doubting his worth and searching for meaning in places he hadn't looked before. And in that restless search he stumbled upon something unexpected. A rusting yet majestic 1937 Cadillac parked at the edge of a junkyard, its once glossy body dulled by dust, its chrome dimmed by time, but still holding the dignity of an era long gone. Marcus didn't know why he felt drawn to it. Maybe it was the Cadillac's silent resilience that mirrored his own, or maybe it was simply the way the morning sun glinted off its worn-out curves as though whispering, "There's more to me than what you see," and without overthinking he bought it, convincing himself that restoring this vintage beauty would be his new project, something to keep his hands busy and his mind from dwelling on what he had lost. Days turned into weeks as he sanded down rust, polished chrome, replaced tires, stitched leather seats, and in those quiet hours he felt a strange healing, the Cadillac becoming a metaphor for his own spirit, damaged but not destroyed, waiting to shine again. But one evening, while repairing the backseat frame, his screwdriver slipped into a gap beneath the cushion, hitting something solid, and curiosity sparked. He tore deeper until he uncovered a hidden compartment sealed off by wooden panels. His heart raced as he pried it open, and what lay inside stole his breath. A bundle of old letters, yellowed with age, bound with a ribbon, alongside a small velvet box that had survived decades untouched. Trembling, Marcus opened the letters first, and as his eyes scanned the faded ink he realized they were love letters, written during the late 1930s by a young black soldier named Elijah to his sweetheart, Ruth, during World War II, words filled with longing, promises of return, and dreams of freedom in a time when both war and segregation crushed spirits. Marcus sat frozen, the pain of his own heartbreak suddenly dwarfed by the depth of love and sacrifice captured in those letters, and then he opened the velvet box. Inside was a medal of honor, gleaming faintly, and beneath it a photograph of Elijah and Ruth, smiling in front of the very same Cadillac, newly bought, full of hope for the future. Marcus felt tears roll down his face, realizing this car wasn't just steel and leather, it was a vessel of someone else's love story, someone who had endured trials greater than his own, and in that moment he felt strangely connected, as if Elijah was whispering through time, "Don't give up, love always finds a way." Determined to honor the legacy he had stumbled upon, Marcus researched, tracked down archives, and after weeks of searching, he found that Ruth, now over 90 years old, was still alive in a nursing home. With nervous hands and a racing heart, he drove the fully restored Cadillac to her, the engine humming like a heartbeat, and when he arrived, the elderly woman's eyes widened, trembling as she whispered Elijah's name, running her hands across the Cadillac as though she had been reunited with her past. Marcus handed her the letters and the medal, and as she clutched them, sobbing softly, she told him how Elijah had never returned from war, how she had waited years, never remarrying, her love forever bound to a man who gave his life for freedom. Marcus sat by her side for hours, listening, sharing, and in the quiet exchange of stories he realized that healing sometimes comes not from forgetting our own pain, but from connecting with the deeper struggles and loves of others. By returning Elijah's memory to Ruth, Marcus found a purpose greater than himself, and in honoring their love story he rediscovered hope for his own future. Months later, the Cadillac became more than a car. It became a living reminder of resilience, a bridge between generations, and a symbol of healing. And though Marcus's own marriage had ended, his heart no longer carried bitterness, because he had learned that endings are not always tragedies, sometimes they are beginnings in disguise, and that old Cadillac, once broken and forgotten, had not only carried the story of Elijah and Ruth across time, but had carried Marcus back to himself, proof that when life takes something away, it often hides a greater gift in unexpected places, waiting patiently for us to discover it.